Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Kojex Edu and Immigration Services. I am Ernest Omozupe Adebayo Okoje. You call me IELTS Terminator. So today we shall be looking at a practical approach to tackling IELTS reading question type, and the particular question type we are focusing on today is classifying or identifying information. Yes, some people may just call it the true false not given question type, and it's very tricky because sometimes you do not have, you would necessarily not find the questions coming in any specific order, so you'd have to go back and forth in the passage. Like in my last video, you remember that we had paragraph A, B, C, D, and so they'll tell you to, they'll give you like five. It's called classifying information. So they'll give you like maybe 6 7 questions. So you read question number one, you go and look for a paragraph that it applies to and you pick it. This one is not necessarily like that. It's not a whole paragraph that applies to a question. It's just specific parts of a paragraph. So it requires you to be able to use your skimming and scanning method to be able to identify your answers, and so it doesn't come in any specific order. So it means that you may be reading question, you may go through question 1 to 5, and as you are reading paragraph 1, you see the answer to question number 4, and you just pick it, and then you continue. But if you say you want to follow number 1, you look for answer of number 1, you come to number 2, you look for answer of number 2, you come to number 3, you look for answer of number 3. Definitely you'll be able to get your answers, but it's just like to be time consuming. So what I always advise people to do is read the introductory paragraph. Like I always say, read your questions, maybe 1 to 5 or 1 to 7. When you finish reading your questions, go back to the passage, start reading again. So if you see any answer that looks like something you've come across in your questions, quickly stop at that place, go to the questions again, check if it tallies, and then you scan around and see if it's the answer. But so when I always tell people is, when you are now through with everything, and you've now read the whole passage that way, and you've gone through the whole questions, and there's still some questions you've not found answers to, you can now come back and start, maybe take your time. If you can guess where the answer may be in the passage, you can. But if not, just take your time to start reading fast through the questions again, scanning for keywords, because keywords is your ultimate tool. But like I said, some of the best strategies I would advise is that number one, locate the exact section of the passage. Locate the exact section of the passage where the question is. Do not use your own knowledge to look for things, and then identify keywords and paraphrases. So when you identify keywords and paraphrases, they help you to pinpoint the answer. And like I said, identifying information questions do not necessarily depend on a whole paragraph for you to get to answer. It could just be a particular word in that paragraph that you would need to be able to do what you want to do. So then there are the key rule. Number one is that the answer is true if it matches the passage as it is, word for word, maybe through synonyms or antonym. Then the answer is false if it contradicts the passage. So you remember that we're also looking for paraphrases. In case it paraphrases it, then you have to look for the paraphrase. And then the answer is not given if the information is completely missing in the passage, if it was never mentioned, or the particular aspect of a piece of information that is now being mentioned is a complete deviation and not mentioned in the passage we are dealing with, then we'll say it is not given. And so today we shall be using a passage from the IELTS archive, and the heading is Harvest Storage, and I'll be sharing the link to where you can actually get it on online, so you can actually practice if you want to practice, or even finish it, because this is just question number, it's just about 6 questions, and so we have 40 questions, other question types and other passages. In case you just feel like getting your hands dirty with the entire work, you can actually go and do that. So I'll share the link in the description, in the description or in the comment section. Please make sure you do that. And if today is your first time of joining or watching my videos, please remember to subscribe if you enjoy watching it, and when you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post new videos, you'll be getting notifications. And also remember to comment, like, and share. It helps the algorithm of YouTube to push my videos to more and more persons. So what I always tell people to do, first of all, this is the passage as you can see on the screen. It's just less than about 500 words, and then we are dealing with the true false not given question type, which I call the identifying information. and we have 6 questions. I want some people to go over the questions first. So let's quickly look at the questions now, as you can see on your screen. Number one, the instruction is do the following statements agree with the information given in text in boxes 1 to 6. Write true, false, not given. So they say you should write true if the statement agrees with the information. You should write false if the statement contradicts the information, and you should write not given if there is no information on this. So let's look at question number one. There's an extra charge for locks and keys. Number two, it is possible to arrange to share a storage unit with someone else. Number three, you can pick up your property from the storage unit during the next during the night time. Number four, you can drive your vehicle right next to your storage unit. Number five, students' possessions can only be stored during vacation periods. And number six, the storage company will collect and deliver students' property. Now, so you see, as it is now, as you are reading it, it's not like you finish reading question number one, you go to paragraph number one and find it. So it's when you are reading, you now be like, oh, I think I saw something close, similar to what I saw in paragraph in question number four. I mean, you may find it in paragraph two, you may find it in paragraph three, and then you pick your answer. But for the purpose of this class, we shall be taking them one after the other. So we'll take number one, we'll look at where it is in the passage. We'll take number two, we'll look at where it's in the passage. We'll take number three, we'll look at where it's in the passage, and we'll tell you why we are thinking that's the answer in terms of our general understanding of the passage. So I always tell people try to have a good understanding of the passage that you are reading, number one. And then number two, we'll use keywords and synonyms to justify all those parts. And then also know your topic sentence, because there's some question types. Topic sentence will help you answer like 60 to 70% of the questions without even reading the full passage. But identifying information does not work that way. It does have something to do with topic sentence. It wants you to go deep and understand details. Details, details of to understand key details for you to be able to answer the question, not your overall understanding alone, but overall understanding is still good, so that when you see details, you'll be able to put it with respect to the overall passage. So, but like I told you, if I were in an exam, the way I tackle this is read my question and then I'll start going through the passage. um I usually call it fast reading. I read very fast, and when I come across words and I'm reading, I'm try to understand the passage. So it's very important, because that particular passage can be used to answer other question types, and some other question types requires you to understand passage. So as I'm picking it, I'm picking my answers, then I'm going. So let's look at number one again. They said there's an extra charge for locks and keys. So what we'll simply do is this, would now start going through the passage. I'll just have to read the passage like I'm in the exam. Extra charge for lock and keys. Now, they say Heavy Storage is a well-established independent company. We are centrally located in the city and provide excellent facilities for all your storage requirements. So they say we provide excellent facilities for all your storage requirements. So that's the general introduction. So quickly check our question 1 to 5 again, 6, to see if we see the anything that has to do with that. Okay, so there's nothing from there. So we'll now go to the next paragraph. We provide safe and secure units for both long and short-term storage, dependent on your needs. Our rates are competitive and tailored to your specific requirements and your choice of storage unit. Heavy-duty locks and keys are provided to all our customers and included in the prices listed. So everybody gets heavy-duty locks and keys to all customers. So you can hire the unit with the storage capacity you need. So it means there are different storage capacities for the period of time that the storage is required in a sound and secure environment monitored by CCTV. So everybody gets everything they've been saying so far. With 24-hour access, cost of 24 hours, please take note. Anytime they are calling figures like that, always take note. 24 hours, they specifically mentioned it. You know, customers can deliver and collect. You can deliver items and you can even collect items within 24 hours. So it's 24 hours with which is when it's convenient to do so, unrestricted by business or office hours. I love that. Tarmac roadways, so they have tarmac roads, allow customers to park cars and lorries immediately outside their units, minimizing the effort required to collect or drop item off. No, so we finish reading a paragraph now. So we'll quickly go to number 1 to 5 again to start picking, because I know that I've seen one or two questions that would have to come from this place, but just I may not be able to remember everything. So I'll start from number 1 again. So number 1, I'll look at it. They said there's an extra charge for locks and keys. The So far from what we have seen, hmm, there's an extra charge for lock and keys. They said it is listed in the price list. Because they said it is listed in the price list, there's a place they said, and customers are included in the they said heavy duty locks and keys are provided for all our customers and included in the price list. The way I always answer my true false not given is that in life something can either be true, something can either be given or not given. If it is not given, then it is not given, and if it is given, it can either be true or false. True if it is exactly stated that way, and false it is um if it's contradicting what we have in the passage, then we'll say it is false, but it is still given because they are making reference to it. Number 1, there's an extra charge for locks and keys. Now, if you remember in the passage, it said that heavy duty locks and keys are provided to all our customers and included in the prices listed. So even if you are going for, I don't know different kinds of storage they have, but whatever storage you are going for, price lock and keys come with that, and it is definitely included. So you are not paying anything extra. So it means the answer to number 1 is clearly false. Then number 2, it is possible to arrange to share a storage unit with someone else. They didn't talk about sharing something with anybody now. They just said that 24 hours access. They give us general information to everybody's zone. Then there is so number 3 is you can pick up your property from the storage unit during the night time. That one is also in this paragraph we have read. It is true because this paragraph just gives us the general basic features to all the storage options you want to go for. And remember, they said that 24 hours, that with 24 hours access, customers can deliver and collect items when it is convenient to do so. So it is about your own convenience. When it's convenient for you, can come and pick your items. It says 24 hours. So nighttime, daytime, anything is within 24 hours. So the answer is true. So number 1 and number 3 came from that paragraph. Let's check number 4. You can drive your vehicle right next to your storage unit. This is also true because if you check at the bottom part of the paragraph, it said unrestricted by business or officers. Tarmac roadways allows customers to park cars and lorries immediately outside their units. So you can park cars and lorries immediately outside your units. And the question is, you can drive your vehicle, either trucks or lorry or cars, right next to your storage units. And then this one, they said allow customers to park their cars and lorry outside their unit, storage units. You see, it's the same. So the answer is true for number 4 also. So let's look at number 5 and 6. Students' possession can only be stored during vacation periods. It's not stated in this paragraph. We didn't say anything about students' storage or wherever. The storage company will collect and deliver students' property. So we know we are looking for where they will talk about student property. So it means we have question number 2, number 5, and number 6 to answer. So let's go to the next paragraph now. It says household storage. So the first one is the household storage. Self-storage is ideal for families or individuals with either a short or long-term need or to store their belongings. Some of our clients are decluttering, or they may be getting their property decorated or planning to go abroad for a time. Then, so that's the first one there. It's a very short paragraph. So they talked about household storage. Maybe you want to travel or go and do something, you want to keep something temporarily. I don't think there's any question coming from that particular place. Then let's check question number 2, 5, and 6 again quickly. They said it is possible to arrange a shared storage with someone else. We've not seen something like that. Student possession is not under household storage. The storage company will collect is not that. So we'll go to the next storage. The next one is student storage, right? You may be traveling or going home to see family and friends in the vacation or need time to find a place to stay. You may want to store all your books and personal items or just a few boxes or a musical instrument. We offer no nonsense competitive pricing with flexible hire periods and with no hidden extra. We can provide you with short or long term affordable hire in a safe and secure environment. You are responsible for organizing transport, but we can also recommend local van and driver hire companies. So there's something they said, the way they said, we offer no, before they said we offer no, you may want to store all your books and personal items or just a few boxes or a musical instrument. So let's go back to question number 3 now. It is possible to arrange to share. It is not stated there. So we'll check the next number 5. Students' possession can be stored during vacation period. It is true. Number 5, students' possession can only be stored. Oh, they said only, so it is false. It can only be stored. They said you can store it. Maybe you are going for vacation or you want to do something. So they said to see a family and friends in the vacation or need time to find a place to stay. Then so it means that it is anytime you can do it. So the answer is false. Please be careful. It's not I almost said true. Only for me to just go and look at only. So that only sometimes you may, because you are rushing, you are tense, you're under pressure, you will not notice that only. You just be like, it is true, and then the answer is actually false. And then number 6, they said the storage company will collect and deliver students' property. It is false. They said that students will be responsible. If you check that part, they said you are responsible for organizing transport, but can only recommend local van and driver hire company. So it means the company is not going to do that for you. It is false. So let's check the next paragraph and see if we'll see the answer to number 2. Business storage. The last one is the business storage. They said free up your expensive retail space with affordable self-storage. We have 3 different business storage centers to choose from, so you can choose the location that is most convenient for you. Now, I've read the last paragraph and I didn't see anything where they talked about sharing space with somebody. So let's go back to number 2. It is possible to arrange to share storage unit with someone else. You see now, this is like the 4th time we are going back to number 2, or even the 5th time. So each time you read any paragraph, you quickly scan through the ones you have not done. And even if you've done one already, sometimes you may just see that, no, with this new information I've read, this number 3 or 4 that I did, I said the answer is this, it could be this. So don't always be absolute in your answers. Always still have always have an open mind to say that questions, answers can change. Imagine that one where they said only on, they said something only be stored during vacation period, question number 5. As me, for instance, I didn't see the only and I picked true. I may still just be going through it again. I'll just go and say, only. I'll quickly go and change my answer to false. So in this one now, we didn't see anywhere they said talked about storage, and if talked about sharing, and even if they wanted to say it, it would have been said probably in the student section, because students are the ones who would probably want to save cost, but it was not stated there. So I'll pick not giving. But in the end, once you are true like that, so try for that kind of not giving one. Quickly go and scan through some parts again and see. But if there's still time, if there's no time, just leave it and move on. So that is it. So remember, so the answers will be displayed to check if we actually got the answers right. I also, but remember some of the best strategies I gave. Number 1, locate the exact section of the passage. You see, it is not like classifying information where a whole paragraph is the answer. This one is just a word. Look at only. That number 5 now, they said only be stored. Only is the game changer there. So if you do not look at the only, then you just go and pick the answer, you've missed it. So you go back to the passage and confirm if it was said as only there, or maybe it was paraphrased or stated in another way through synonym, but only is a keyword there. And then do not use your own knowledge, just rely on the text. Don't say because you know things about storage, then you now just go there and start picking answers. So I would like to give a few other tips on reading. So number 1 tip I'll give, this is the Kojex recommended tip. This one is personally developed by me. So number 1, know your question types. Number 2, visit the questions first before reading the passage. Maybe if you want to read the passage, just read the introductory paragraph first. Then number 3, study headings and subheadings carefully. So in this case here now, it is having storage. Revisit the passage after 14 days for mastery. So what I always say is that if you've done this passage now, whether you scored 2/6, 3/6, 5/6, or 6/6, after like 3 weeks, or if you still have time or 2 weeks, come back and redo it. And that way you see that there will be improvement, because you will now now know how to better tackle it, and then there will be improvement, because there will be this learning curve that you would have climbed. Number 5, practice under timed conditions to stimulate exam pressure. Always practice with time. So maybe you have like 10 practices to do. By the time you do 5 without time, the remaining 5, do them with time. Focus on accuracy before speed, then work on pacing. So that's why I said first learn how to answer questions without speed, and then know how to pick your answers when you know how to demystify it before you start working on speed. And then finally, avoid spending too much time on one questions. Move on and return later. And if there's time, you can cross check everything you've done. If there's no time, you leave it. So we'll stop there, and then remember, practice different question types. So we'll stop there. If you have any questions, put your questions in the comment section. And I remain your boy Ernest Omosope Adebayo Okoje, aka IELTS Terminator. And I also terminate all English proficiency tests like CELPIP, PTE Core, PTE Academic, any kind of English test, TOEFL, and then GRE as well. And remember to subscribe, share, comment, and then like this video. Until we see again, signing out.